Greetings and welcome to another episode of my series titled Reviving Jamaica's Faltering Tourism Industry. Now, before going into today's topic, let me make a disclaimer that my posts are not meant to categorize Jamaica in a demeaning or degrading manner. Rather, my posts are meant to identify the issues and challenges that we are facing in a bid to put pressure on our politicians to do what is right for the country. Feel free to leave your comments about the issues being discussed in this video. See the description section of this video and comment section for my notes and analytical figures and statistics. Today's topic is why St. Elizabeth tourism industry could decide the next general election in Jamaica. Now, traditionally, whichever party won the Southwest St. Elizabeth constituency usually won the general election in Jamaica. I think there's only one time in the history of Jamaica's elections that the Southwest St. Elizabeth constituency did not go the way of the winner. Hence, there's a lot to play for as to who will put forth the best plans for the tourism in the parish of St. Elizabeth. Now, many fishing villages in St. Elizabeth is currently facing a jobs crisis. This is because the fishing industry has been decimated in the past 2 to 3 decades. Many children and grandchildren of fishermen are now left in limbo as to what to do. Fishing is an industry that has traditionally been passed down to generations, like father to son, to the grandson, etc. I have first-hand knowledge of this because my family has been the biggest fishing family in Black River from the 1940s up to my father's passing in the late 1970s. Then my older brothers and their sons carry on with the fishing business until it is down to a trickle today due to the lack of fish stock, etc. I also have first-hand knowledge of how to employ the poor and give them the dignity of making a living. About a quarter of all the men in one of the districts just outside Black River had worked for my father's fishing business at one point or another during my father's lifetime. A district with hundreds of men. Lots of stories people tell me over the years that sometimes bring tears to my eyes of what my father's fishing business had done for them. Stories that are still being told today. Anyways, there are no industries that has risen up in St. Elizabeth to replace the fishing industry. I spent a week at a villa in Treasure Beach earlier this year, and the situation is hardly better than Black River. We went to buy some fish from some fishermen that came back from Pedro Keys, and I could not believe what they had caught. A few decades ago, that boat would have been filled with fishes, but instead they came back with half a keg of fish instead of half a boat, as it was back in the days. Many young people are now leaving St. Elizabeth to take up jobs in the hotels industry on the north coast of Jamaica. They would have been better off taking up a minimum wage job and stay home having no rent to pay, etc. Furthermore, the breaking up of family is destroying Jamaica. You know, sometimes the older sister who the younger brother will listen to and stay away from the gangs. That older sister is now gone to work on the North Coast or abroad. And so the youngster doesn't have the same type of influence, of their, siblings, older siblings, as they would have back in the days. And the current government has used some of my expansion program figures for tourism industry, a few times late last year. However, I don't think that they are serious about doubling the tourism industry from 4 million to 8 million visitors each year. They also use my US $10 billion tourism earnings figure, though not as I intended. These figures are all on my YouTube channel before the government announcements were made last year. They are still there, you can see them. And the opposition seems to be even worse than the government when it comes to the tourism industry. I've listened to a speech by the opposition leader that he made recently, who seems to be wavering about the tourism industry. However, I think whichever party makes some tangible promises about bringing tourism and employment to the southwest of Jamaica will stand a good chance of winning the Southwest St. Elizabeth seat and the next general election. St. Elizabeth don't want empty promises. Many groundbreaking needs to be made for at least one mega all-inclusive hotel with a minimum of 1,000 rooms on a monthly basis for the southwest coast of Jamaica, particularly for St. Elizabeth and of course Black River, which hosts the southwest constituency, a constituency that spans from Black River to Treasure Beach and beyond. Hotels takes 5 to 10 years to complete after the groundbreaking. Hence, there will be enough time to get all the infrastructure in place. The hoteliers will be spending US $2 to $3 billion each year to build out the hotels over the next 5 to 10 years. Hence, the government will be raising funds through taxes to start the infrastructure work before the hotels are up and running. And let me just say that, I've put in my videos last autumn, a 20-part series about the tourism expansion program that Jamaica needs. And you will see where, just to build out the hotels, Again, example, Jamaica need 20,000 hotels rooms every year to match, Bahamas or Democratic Republic, Dominican Republic, because they are adding like 2 million visitors per year, so we need a lot of hotels. Okay, so the current Minister of Tourism has this silly idea about high-end tourism at the expense of Jamaica's own invention of mega all-inclusive hotels. Other Caribbean countries such as the Dominican Republic and the Bahamas have copied our invention and has seen 2.5 million extra visitors since 2019, while Jamaica is still below 2019 tourism figures. We need to build lots of mega hotels to catch up our Caribbean neighbors. Now, please drop a comment to let me know what you all think. If anyone thinks that the above is not the case, feel free to drop in some corrections with some figures to prove your point if you think my assessments are incorrect. Thanks for watching this video. To support this channel, please click on the subscribe button, share this video, and leave your comments below. God bless you, God bless the Jamaican Parliament, and God bless Jamaica. Until my next video, peace.